Hello and welcome to FRR Racing's World Series Round 5 Spain highlights. Fantastic circuit this. Now the standings after round 4, FRR Racing GP on 68 points, Hybrid Nuke on 68 points, Hindle on 67, Acorn on 33, Richie Davey on 22, Adam 4600 on 20, Andy Russell on 16, Dave the Harp also on 16 and Rickster on 10. My Bad on 8 points, Charlie JB, and you know the rest, on 8 points and 69 on 7, and Farfber on 3 with FRR Racing NW on 0. Top 3 in the Constructors, we have Williams on 135 points, Mercedes on 79 points and Ferrari on 76. Let's hand over to the commentary team for the race highlights. So it's time then for the FRR Racing World Series Round 5 in Spain. It's race time. Is it rain time? No, it's beautifully sunny.
It's sunny. I can get a tan now.
That you can. Go and join Alonso on his deck chair. So we have a quick look at the grid order then. So I've got Richie Davey behind me, but I won't need to move. Ray, you'll be in 10th place, so you will need to just try and pull over to the side of the circuit at the start of the race. And there we go, the front of the grid. Nice to see the Williams split, but perhaps proving that the information that came from the pit lane was correct. Hybrid Nuke struggling a little bit around here in Spain. Now if we have a look at the suggested race strategy here, it's saying 3-stop. It's actually a 4-stop because there's going to be a set of primes that's off the screen there. First stop pit window could be anywhere from 6 laps to 9 laps. Strategy, this is saying 4-stop, we could see 3 stops, we could see 2 stops, we could see more. If rain comes, we could see 7 stops. But it's time now for the race to get going as the lights are on. 4 lights, 5 lights, let's get racing! And away they go, heading down to turn 1. We'll go and get on board with one of the drivers, spotting Richie Davey quite far back at the grid. Oh, we've got a Red Bull spinning. Hassan 69, he's taken Rickster with him. So that's 2 of them having a bit of a problem straight away at the start of the race. Both Saubers sliding about a little bit, and 69, he was spinning like he was on ice right there and then. Now both Saubers looking aggressive up alongside Farfber. He's not going to want to give any positions away, and Andy Russell is on the prime tyre. Let's just hope that this time around he remembers to put the options on.
We've got Dave the Harp up into 2nd place, chasing down Hindle, right behind him on his gearbox.
So, where's his teammate gone then? Because Acorn, he's in 5th place at the moment. He was in 2nd place, so perhaps he's not had the greatest of starts as they head now down towards the first of the real hairpins on the circuit. Oh, a Sauber in the background, getting rid of that doctor's sign. So it looks like Hindle's going to finish the first lap in the lead with Dave the Harp in 2nd place, and his teammate Acorn 95 looking a bit feisty in 6th place at the moment. Got a Red Bull ahead of him, that's Adam 4600 going for the move on the inside. It's a risky one, but he kind of made it work for a Racing GP and his teammate behind him. So the Ferraris have switched places. Actually, it's a Marussia, my apologies. So from a Racing GP's teammates further up the grid, and Farfber's now attacking him. Oh, this is getting busy. 3 wide down towards turn 1. You're going to have to try and keep it clean there, guys. And it's not been. We've got a spinner and we've got a Mercedes off as well. 3 into 1 doesn't always go. Not unless you're from a Racing DP. Sorry, I couldn't resist that. Only because I did do a nice little move down there last night. Under a lot of pressure right now as Rickster up the inside. But he's going to be on the outside now as Andy gives him a little bit of room. It looks like Andy's got a little bit of jiggery pokery going on in his car at the moment. It's moving about a bit, but Rickster, he wants to get past him as soon as he can. He's on the better tyres, but they won't be better for that many laps. Okay, Rickster didn't set a lap time, so by lap 4 or 5 he needs to have got past, and I think he's about to do it now. DRS is available, but he doesn't need it. He's already through.
He's gone.
For a Racing GP's down in 11th place and 69 in 12th, and I sent on the brake pedal and you're locking up the tyres. So does it give you a benefit of tyre wear? No, it's all about how you drive it. And that's all I'm going to say on it. But that's the same for a pad. If you're very aggressive on a pad with no traction control on, you're going to kill your rear tyres. Oh, contact between Adam and Rickster. They're still trying to battle it out and work out who should be in what position, but away they go. Now, K-Slate and Dave the Harp, are they close enough to have any kind of overtake? Yeah. I mean, setup makes a huge difference. I mean, we talked about setup in qualifying around this circuit. Bit of a gap between them, and that gap is 2.4 seconds. Dave's 5.3 seconds behind, and K-Slay's looking very good on the brakes. Now, talking about tyre wear and strategy, in the World Series, the drivers are allowed to use assists if they want. They can use ABS, they can use traction control. So we could see these guys going longer on their tyres than in the World Championship. We could also see them braking later, braking more aggressively, trying to be more aggressive on the throttle. But I'm wondering if K-Slay is running a sort of medium aero setup, because really, DRS open now, he's got to be gaining on that car. As in the background, Richie Davey does his usual Richie Davey defensive line, which is way off the race. K-Slay's going for it up into turn one. Nice move, nice move. Dave's going to have to try and fight it back with a switchback. And Acorn, as you mentioned, has made the move on Richie Davey there, so Richie Davey's defensive line hasn't worked for him. I think K-Slay's just had to do a little bit of a lift, which has given Dave the Harp a little bit of momentum. But if K-Slay is faster, now's the time to go and catch up the car ahead. Hybrid Nuke, who could be struggling around this track. Okay, I tell you what, we have got 9th, 10th and 11th. A little bit of a battle going on here. Andy Russell on the prime tyres should be looking to go lap 10 or longer.
Already.
Who's that? Okay.
We've got Hybrid Nuke and K-Slay.
Oh, we've just seen a Red Bull go for the pits as well, and he took so much of that pit entry. He's nearly in Jamaica. I don't know why I said Jamaica, but anyway, from a Racing GP making a move on Andy Russell down into turn one on those option tyres that will now be suffering, but move has been made. So Hybrid Nuke's made a stop. He's come out in 9th place, and he is on the prime tyre. This could give him a bit of an undercut on his teammate, close that gap in a bit, but it will give him an overcut on the cars that were behind him. What'll be interesting is to see whether K-Slay or Dave the Harp stop now as well. I tell you what.
Was that Adam for his 4600?
Case, sorry.
4600.
Yeah, Adam 4600 did pit. K-Slay pitted as well. He's put the option tyres on, so he followed Hybrid Nuke into the pits. He's now on a set of option tyres. Time for you to get ahead, K, because if you can get ahead now and pull away, you've got half a chance. Yep, I was about to say, we're not far off having a four-way battle here, because Rickster is now on the prime tyres. Farf was on the options though, so he may be able to pull away, but the two cars behind Rickster, they're on options. So these 4 cars are going to close up a little bit now. Oh, has Andy Russell pitted yet, Ray? I think he may have done. I saw a Sauber in the pit lane along with Acorn 95. I think Acorn went long. Paul's gone wide. Dipped the gravel again. That's put Rickster all over his rear end as from a Racing GP. Trying to sneak up the inside up to turn 9. Not quite managed to get it done. But Rickster is now ahead of Farfber. DRS being used by a few of these guys.
It's closer to Hybrid Nuke. If he gets a DRS and he's dropped back in the chicanes. What was it time on that chicane?
Okay.
He was closer at that chicane and got a DRS.
Oh, sorry. Rickster's just gone very wide. I was about to say, we're going to have a potential 4-car overtake down into turn 1, but Rickster went very, very wide. I think Farfber's struggling on his tyres. I'm sure he's pitted already. Out of 4600 going for the move. From a Racing GP, keeping Paul's slipstream. Oh, went to go in the middle. It's not worked. Collision. Farfber spinning. Front wing gone on the Marussia. Front wing gone on the Ferrari. Sauber coming out the pit lane with a car right ahead of him. Had to swerve out of the way. I know there's a rule about exiting the pit lane white line, but to be fair, that Sauber didn't really have much of the choice there. But that's a long lap now for the Marussia driver and the Ferrari driver to get back to the pits without those front wings. Hindle still leading the race, quite comfortable at the moment. His teammate not feeling so relaxed as Casely, all over his rear end. Surprisingly though, he's been on those option tyres for about 4 laps now and hasn't got ahead.
Information, but if any of the race engineers are on live chat, just to let us know so we can add it into the commentary. Might even give you a mention if you're good enough.
I tell you what,
he's right up there, he's closer and closer. It's that top speed, as you say.
now he could be saving fuel at this point, but if the opportunity arises down that start finish, you've got to have it in Rich. You've got to get past. Stop being on the better tyres. He needs to make this move work now. So he's having another attempt, staying in the slipstream a little bit longer. DRS is open. Come on, fella, you've got to get it past, because Dave the Harp's catching you two from behind. Side by side around turn 1, and he is now ahead. Need to keep ahead, and if he has got a higher aero setup, we may just see him pull further ahead through sector 2. I say we, Ray might, because we're about to go and look at somebody else. Acorn 95 running in 5th place on the prime tyres. Richie Davies in 6th on the prime tyres. Rickster 7th on the prime tyres. Adam 4600 not far behind him in 8th on the option tyres. Andy Russell now on option tyres from a Racing GP, now on the prime tyres with a new front wing. And 69 also on the prime tyres. And Farfber in 12th, and unfortunately for Paul, he's right behind the leader, just not in the position he would have wanted. So Hindle leading the race then, lap 13 of 33, 20 laps to go. And we can tell, when we go back and have a quick look at Casely and Hybrid Nuke, he has managed to pull ahead through sector 2, but we know that Hybrid Nuke's car is fast in a straight line. We could see him retaking the position, because I reckon that gap is just going to disappear. If he's close enough for DRS, he'll be close enough to possibly have a look into turn 1. Look at that speed difference. He's going for it. He's through. He's through. Now, I know Hybrid Nuke said he was struggling for lap time around this particular track. It could be down to aerodynamics, because that car is fast in a straight line. Casely, he's having a look. He knows he hasn't really got the straight line speed. He knows he's got to be very, very close on the exit of these corners, because, as I mentioned on the previous lap, Hybrid's fast in a straight line. He's got to do it again, but Hybrid Nuke's going to get DRS on this occasion as Ant69, blue flag, gets out of the way. DRS open for Casely. He's having a look. He's got to go for it. You've got to be confident into there. He's trying, but Hybrid Nuke's not giving it up. Side by side, he manages to get through. Time to get that Ferrari heading up the road.
And he's just let
off. Hybrid Nuke, he's trying back through turn 4. He may have this position retaken. Kate's going to have to go all the way around the outside. It will now become the inside. I mean, you mentioned about Dave behind. Was he sliding the rear end?
No, he was just lighting up his cigarette ready for action.
I think Dave is sat there saving a little bit of fuel, catching. He'll make his move when the time is ready. Hybrid Nuke's now going to have DRS. K may have to go defensive. He's left the door wide open. Hybrid Nuke has a look. Side by side once again, and this is a difficult situation for Dave, because he'll want to get past these guys, but he can't if they're side by side. Down into turn 1. I tell you what, Dave's close enough on this occasion. Close that gap a little more, Dave. Get it into Rich. Overtake them both if you can down the start-finish line, because Casely's struggling for top-end speed. We could see...
Casely's in the pits.
He is in the pits. Okay, is Dave the Harp, is he going to try and attack Hybrid Nuke? Is he close enough? DRS is available, but he's not close enough to make any kind of move on Hybrid Nuke. But this is now time for Dave the Harp to get his hammer down. The race.
Casely's going for a try to get a move on Richie Davies. Oh, he's got a big skitterish rear end.
So there's a bit of ice on the track then down at turn 5 for the Ferrari. He's having a look up the inside. Oh, Richie's worn tyres hurting him. Kay's going to have DRS. Andy's already ahead. that was an important move for K-Slay because he knows that Hybrid Nuke has pitted. K-Slay still needs to get the hammer down. Hybrid Nuke's going to be fast now on those option tyres, and K-Slay's still got to run the primes. It's going to get interesting.
Richie's got to go and get pits this lap. He's losing too much time.
He's about to lose a position to Dave the Harp as well if he's not careful. He's continuing on. I'm a little surprised about that, unless he knows he's got a target lap time he's got to get to, and whatever the position he's in. Oh, this could get close. That's a Williams. That's Hindle coming out of the pits. That's got to be Hindle coming out of the pits from the lead of the race. Yeah, he's down to 3rd place now, so he's gone long on his tyres. Richie Davies gone wide. Dave the Harp round the outside of turn 3. That's that move done. I'll tell you what else we've got. Hindle all over the back of K-Slay. He knows he's faster. He's on much fresher tyres. He doesn't have to rush to get past though, to be honest.
Richie's gone primed. He's going to the end.
Oh, K-Slay's ran wide. He's still got the inside corner. Hindle's going to hang it around the outside. The fresher tyres are going to help him here. But side by side, they're going to head towards turns 7 and 8. And they could just about manage to get through there with Hindle getting ahead. And Acorn next in line to be attacked by Hindle, who so far throughout this race has been unstoppable. I tell you what, this race is far from over. Far from over. I mean, Hindle may go on and win it by a mile, but for the rest of the positions, it is definitely far from over.
I just hope those commentators cuss touch wood. I hope there's no contact while Hybrid Nuke's trying to get through the Dave the Harp in that. These tyres.
Ferrari
23 point.
Yep, 23.000, and K-Slay's in the pits as Hybrid Nuke is now making his move past Dave the Harp into 2nd place. So K-Slay has made his move for the prime tyre. If he's put options on, he's going to be in a bit of trouble. Yep, it is the prime tyre, and Acorn has just passed him. But as we know, Acorn, he's on option tyres, and he's going to try going to the end of the race. He's going to be fast now, 10 laps on those options, it's doable, but they are going to be slow for those last few laps. I mean, Acorn, he could be a sneaky one for taking the final podium position here, you know. He's been very quiet throughout this race, or at least we have about him. He's just been going about his business, and now he's in with a shot, you know, of a podium position here.
Continuing on, Rickster 3rd place, he's got Acorn over the back of him.
Now, Acorn could do with getting past Rickster, but there Rickster goes into the pits. Said it'd be on the card soon, and there it is. So that's going to put K-Slay up to 4th place, Dave the Harp up to 5th place. Richie Davey, he's going to gain as well. He's not that far behind Dave the Harp, you know. So Richie's now up to 6th place. His teammate, he's jumped Rickster as well. So Andy Russell's now up to 7th place. So Rickster with that pit stop goes from 3rd place down to 8th place, but he's safe from attack from the car behind because Adam 4600. Now Paul may have been faster than K-Slay on his current set of tyres, but it's doubtful he's going to be faster than Hybrid Nuke, so he's going to have to move out of the way for Hybrid Nuke, and the best thing Paul can do is just move out of the way. Okay, Hindle's in the pits. There's Hybrid Nuke basically saying, come on, out of the way, mate, out of the way. And Paul is kind of out of the way. Is he? No, he's not. There's been a collision. Hybrid Nuke has had a bit of contact. Now he's well out of the way, and Hybrid Nuke can try and focus on just pulling away from K-Slay, but to be honest, he hasn't really got much to worry about. He's faster in a straight line, he's on the better tyres, and Hindle is coming out of the pits now. And where is Acorn? Acorn, I tell you, is in 2nd place, and he's right behind Hindle. But he has been on these tyres for 5 laps already. He's not going to be able to keep pace with Hindle, I don't think. But he's just put himself in position for taking 2nd place off Hybrid Nuke, who, I have to say, is quite a few seconds down the road. Acorn's tyres have done 9 laps already. They're about to start their 10th. whereas Hybrid Nukes have only done about 5-6 laps. So the move is going to be happening. It's within DRS range. But I tell you, Acorn's had a fantastic drive out of that final corner. But we saw earlier on, Hybrid Nuke's fantastic straight line speed. Acorn's gone defensive. Doesn't want to give him the slipstream, but he hasn't really got much choice. Going to make him go the long way round. And Acorn's held the position for the time being. Hybrid Nuke, you're not going to have many more chances. Time to get it done, my friend. He may be able to here as Acorn's run a little bit wide. Up the inside towards turn 4. And he's ahead. But Acorn's still fighting it. Understeer will kick in. And Hybrid Nuke manages to get ahead. Is Acorn going to chuck it up the inside? He is. He's looking. Oh, and a little bit of contact. That sent Acorn spinning around. Is he far enough ahead of 4th place? K-Slay. He may be safe. He may just be safe in 3rd place at the moment.
I don't miss a comment. I thought it was for something else, but
he called it, did he? Okay, Hindle round the final corner for the final time, and he takes victory here in Barcelona. A great win for him. His teammate's going to come home in 2nd place. It wasn't easy towards the end of the race, but 2nd place it will be. In 3rd place is Acorn. He may be a little disappointed about the spin, but oh dear, it's going to be 3rd place for him. And then 4th and 5th, K-Slay. Great reserve drive for him. Dave the Harp in 5th place. With order in a moment. As we now take a look at the Williams pairing, the Victoria's Secret teammates taken to the podium with Acorn 95 in 3rd place. A fantastic win there for Hindle. I think Hybrid Nuke's going to have a little bit of thinking to do about what's happened here in this race with how dominant his teammate was. But then the next race up is nothing like Spain, because round 6 is at Monaco. Well done to Hindle, Hybrid Nuke and Acorn taking the provisional podium places. And as we have a look at the final order,